Every year, countless ballistics dummies are abused by popular YouTubers. Together, we can put a stop to this abuse. If you want to support the ethical treatment of ballistics dummies, make sure you like this video and subscribe. Together, we can raise the funds needed to rehome these ballistics dummies with me. You can also follow me on Patreon, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are in the description. Thank you, Ballistic Dummy Lab, for supporting this video.
Good night, Wesley. Good work. Sleep well. I'll most likely kill you in the morning.
Welcome back to I Don't Have a YouTube. Today we have my JTS M12AR with the FRT-15L3 trigger. I slapped a cheap red dot optic on here, and we're going to be shooting fan requested targets today. One of the fan requested targets was a field full of zombies, sweeping across it on FRT mode. How many will we hit? So I have three different types of ammunition I'm going to run today. I have 1 ounce slugs, I have some Hornady double-aught buck, and I have some number 5 and number 6 game load. So for the zombies, we're gonna start with what I think will be least effective, which is the 1 ounce slugs. We got 20 of them, and we're gonna shoot that from the shoulder and go from there. I do have a K&S adapter 30 on here, which you may have noticed. We'll get to that later. All right, so field of zombies is fast approaching, and unfortunately we have slugs in here. Let's see how many we can hit. Well, if you don't put it on FRT, just one.
Jam.
All right, we fired all but 5 rounds, I believe, so let's run the rest of them and then we'll look at the damage. I've done a sweep halfway across the field. I'm just kind of picking up where I left off. And we got about 5 rounds left, so. All right, that was all of it. Let's go check out the damage. This guy right here, just a little clip, got his ear, so. But he's mostly fine. He's just pissed off. Then this, definitely a hit, but I'm trying to figure out, is that a slug and a wad? It's probably 2 slugs. That's a problem on slugs. It fires so fast that it's not unreasonable, even though I was sweeping a little bit, that the first 2 shots would hit one, and then the next 2 probably just went between these 2. So anyways, on to the next one. Again, we got 2 hits on 1 target. I mean, half of your zombies are gonna have a real big problem on their hands, but the rest of them aren't. They're gonna be coming for you with slugs. This guy is perfectly clean. This guy's no hits. I think we already checked this one, but no hits. And we got one more with 2 hits here. So I'm seeing a bit of a pattern with the slugs. It seems that if I am pointed towards a zombie, it's getting hit twice, and you know, sweeping doesn't really spread the fire that much. Now it is a little bit slower on lighter loads. I've never shot double-aught buck before. I'm expecting it to be a similar speed, but let's go give it a shot. All right, now we got some Hornady double-aught buck. There's 8 pellets of double-aught buck in each shell. Got 20 of them, and let's do a sweep on our field of zombies and see what we get. One side note, I don't recommend building a drum mag at home and then using it for any kind of self-defense scenario. This is absolutely 100% a range toy, not for practical use. 10 round mags would be better suited for that, but we're not here for better suited. We're here for some fun. So 20 rounds it is. All right, I've never shot double-aught buck. I'm told it kicks about as hard as slugs, so RIP my shoulder, I guess.
Jam.
All right, that's one round down, and we had a jam, but let's see if we can get the rest of this to run. I do have to stiff shoulder this quite a bit to get it to cycle right, so we'll try that, get her going.
Jam.
All right, so this drum mag seems to function better when it's in my M60 gooseneck mount. I got the gooseneck and the adapter for it from a company called Belt Feds, and you can Google them and they'll come up. And then K&S makes what they call the adapter 30, which has both the pintle and the pin. So you can just pull that back, drop it on, and you're good to go. And then we got 2.5 inch square tube down to my gooseneck mount, so that's not going anywhere. So anyways, let's see if we can get this to run the rest of this mag. There's about 15 left. We'll finish our sweep on these zombies and take a look.
Jam. 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 Jam.
That mag does not like that ammo, so we just put the last 5 in our regular mag, and we'll run the rest of them here. All right, 20 round drum really hated that ammo, but we still got 20 shots downrange. Might be a little bit unfair because I kind of started in the middle of the sweep. I tried to keep it as even as possible, but let's go check out the damage and see how we did. All right, so this one looks like it got a wad. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it got all 8 pellets of some double-aught buck, which means it probably didn't do all that much better than the slugs as far as how many were hit. But let's take a look here. So we got our 2 slug hits, and we got 1, 2, 3, and that's not a hit. So, of course, my marker's dying. So we got 3 there, and the other 3 missed. There's nothing close enough to really get hit there. This one, yeah, he's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits. My guess is when I was resetting between mag issues, I aimed at this one twice. But we do also have these double slug hits on a lot of them, so it could have just been that while starting my sweep. And then this one has 1 hit, and that could have been bleeding off from another shot, or it could have been a shot that was mostly wasted. Got 1 hit here. That's it for him. Wad eye. You don't want to ever experience wad eye. So we're going to count that as a hit, even though it's a wad, because I guarantee you get hit with a wad like that and you're going to not be very happy. Also, doesn't matter because he's already dead. You got a headshot here, hit here, 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 here. Yeah, he's hit a lot. So, yeah. I mean, if you had a way to perfectly distribute the rounds to every single one. Oh, we got one we forgot about. Close guy. He's safe. He didn't get hit with buckshot. So, yeah. I mean, it fires so fast that you'd be much better off single fire unless the crowd of zombies was much more packed together. That's where you'd see advantage of, you know, multiple fire. As one falls, you hit the next one, the next one, the next one. But yeah, let's try some game load. Now we have two 10-round mags of number 5 game load high brass. Let's go ahead and do our sweep and see if that is any more effective at hitting these spread out targets. All right, let's go see what the game load did. The game load doesn't have as much stopping power, obviously. It's tiny little pellets, but I don't know, if I were a zombie and I were approaching and I got shot with game load, I wouldn't continue approaching. This guy, that's a dead zombie right there. I don't care how small the pellets are. We're not marking all those. All right. His back up here is at a minimum bleeding out. He's done. One on the chin there. So this one turned away, just trying to run, and he also has been hit a lot. So far it's looking good for game load as far as dispersion of the shots. This guy also wishes he was dead. Same over here. I'm not even gonna mark these. This guy passed out from the pain. I don't think he's dead yet, but definitely a lot of hits on him. So and this guy also hit. So we hit every single one, some better than others. This guy, at a minimum, he's the one that goes home and tells the story, but most likely he's done for. All right, we got a dual purpose experiment here. One side of it is it's time to do my monthly mag dump for my Patreon members. So we're gonna put through 60 rounds through this gun back to back. On the other hand, I was curious, would an SBR like this be more effective against a field of zombies than the 12 gauge was? So we're gonna give it a shot. We'll go target to target doing short bursts and see how it performs. Quick shout out for my Trigon Armament extended mag release. There's no screws in it to come loose, and it's just a solid piece of hardware. Also, I love running the Bad Lever. I'm not sponsored by them, obviously, but it is very nice to not have to change your grip to drop or catch the bolt. So as always, this thing runs amazing and I love it. Let's go check out the damage. Now, I didn't mark all of the game load shots, but the slugs and the buckshot were all marked. So anything else we have for hits is gonna be hits from the SBR. So this is all accounted for. We got one hit here with the 5.56. I think that's one right there. This looks like it could be one, but I'm not going to count it. This would definitely be one. All right, next. Oh yeah. So yeah, I don't know that we had any buckshot hits on this before. That's definitely, but no, those are both buckshot. So those are marked. So that's 5.56, 5.56. It's maybe 5.56. All right. Better results so far. This guy's gonna be hard to tell on. He's tore up. Those are all buckshot marked. That looks like a 5.56 hit to me, as does that. That's marked as buckshot. All right, a couple of hits there. that's unmarked. That is marked. So we got one hit there, one hit there. I think all this face stuff is new. You guys are gonna know better than me because you just watched it back and I didn't, and I have terrible memory. But those look like 5.56 shots to me. That's buckshot. That's unmarked and too big to be game load. And we got one on the nose here. We got 3 that went low under here. And one right here. This guy fainted again. He just gets queasy really easily. So that's marked, that's marked. That's been marked, that's been marked. This one, oh, that could be right there, right there, right there. All right, I think we hit all of them. I was mostly aiming and then bursting at them, so. This one, shoulder wound. See a mark there, there, or there, or there, or there. So, yeah, he's done too. So I would say that taking your time and doing short controlled burst with a smaller than a 12 gauge caliber would maybe be more effective against 7 zombies. If there were hundreds of them in this kind of area, then spray and pray would definitely be a good tactic to knock down the majority of them. But you're going to want to have something like SBR or a smaller caliber rifle to take care of the stragglers. So, all right, let's get on to the next target. Our next fan requested target is my truck bed. Fortunately, I have a replacement, so let's put some more holes in it. Right now there is 4 holes in it from slugs from a previous video. Go back and watch the previous 12 gauge video. At the end, I shoot that while it was still attached. But we're gonna hit this with some different types of rounds. We're probably at 25, 30 yards. Let's see what these different rounds can do at that distance. First up, we have number 5 game load, 2 10-round mags of it. We're gonna aim towards the right side of the bed for this one. I'm curious if this is gonna go through, if the culmination of multiple shots will make it punch through. I think on its own, it's probably not gonna go through that much, and certainly not through both sides. So only one way to really find out. Let's give it a shot. Well, it definitely took some paint off. Let's do 10 more and see what it does. All right, let's see. It looks like it just removed a bunch of paint. Maybe it's a practical sandblasting method. All right, it looks like absolutely nothing went through. And a lot of paint came off. See some of them went in underneath this. If you want to get in close here, you can see a little hole and then a bulge. So a bunch of the game load is wedged up under the bed liner, which that's pretty interesting. And we had a few strays hit the other side of the bed, shot over top, but just a couple of them. Most of it hit this side. All right, let's grab some double-aught buck and shoot it again. All right, now we got 17 rounds of Hornady double-aught buck critical defense. We're gonna shoot for above the wheel well there and see how this does. I do expect this to penetrate at least the first side, if not both sides. We're gonna find out. This first mag has 7 rounds in it, and the second mag has 10. Let's go. Ten more rounds and we'll go check it out.
Damn.
For some reason, these home defense rounds are not wanting to feed well in this gun, so. Yeah, once they do that, there's really no way to fire them other than to manually feed them into the chamber. This one's even mushroomed just a little bit. So, I'm not saying this Hornady stuff is bad ammo. It's just not super compatible with this setup. All right, I think it's pretty obvious that we made it through the first side, but did we make it through both layers of the first side? Did it go through entirely the other side of the bed? Let's see. Yeah, obviously made it through here. Definitely made it through here. Yeah, that's sharp. We got a lot of the double-aught buck pellets on the floor here, and a lot of impacts, but I don't think it went through the second side of the bed. No, we have a few stragglers that made it through. So out of those, I don't know, 100 or so double-aught buck, it looks like we have one that's stuck here underneath the bed liner. Came through here, one dropped there, two through there. So only 3 made it all the way through, and only 5 made it to the back layer of the bed. So let's do 20 slugs. We already know that's gonna go through, but it sounds fun. Okay, we're gonna give this drum mag another shot here. I've got familiar ammo in it. We're starting off with 3 number 5 game load high brass, and then 15 1-ounce slugs. So let's see what this does.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah. This mag is definitely having some feeding issues.
Damn.
So yeah, a little more R&D on this 20-round drum mag. It is a lot of fun, but I mean, right now it works 50% of the time. So we're just gonna put that on the sidelines for now. But let's go see what we did. Yep, a lot more paint gone. Apparently this had some Bondo on it at some point. A few holes in the tail light, but yeah, slugs definitely go through and through pretty much every time. We got a lot more exit holes on this side. So yeah, buckshot or slugs will go through a truck bed. So as you can see, Wesley has already sustained some injuries. He's got some boo-boos. And I'm wearing a different shirt because I had a lot of issues with the gun on the first day of filming for this video. And unfortunately, I didn't get the shots I wanted to with Wesley. Why don't we go ahead and take a look real quick at a little bit of what happened to him so far. Hang in there, Wesley.
Damn. Damn.
will be 10 rounds in around half a second. So this should be interesting.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Take 4. Gotta get 10 slugs in this thing. So now you understand I was trying to dump entire mags on him and the gun was just not cooperating. So I completely cleaned the gun. It's soaked in oil and I believe there's no reason why it shouldn't run today. We are going to use 1 1/4 ounce slugs today, which are 1/4 ounce heavier than I was trying to use before. So that's another positive towards it running properly. A little bit more gas pressure there. So I'm going to do 1 full 20 round drum mag as a test. And if it works without a hitch, then Wesley gets the same. If that 20 round drum mag doesn't run right, then we'll do 2 10 round mags. But let's go ahead and test out the drum mag and go from there. All right, making sure it's not a fluke before I put more holes in my buddy there. We're gonna run 1 more 10 round mag, and if it runs flawless, then we'll put some holes in Wesley. Yep, that's all of them. We'll load up 2 10 round mags, and sorry buddy, it's time. Really? That's devastating. Maybe Wesley is cursed or something. I don't know what's going on. We're still in gas setting 1. Another full 10 round mag. See if we can get all 10 in them real quick. All right, I'm having a bunch of mag issues again. Of course, I can shoot the sand pile, no problem, but we're gonna keep going as long as I have slugs, which I'm getting pretty close to out of slugs now. Well, I got him. It's not 10 in a row like I wanted, but sometimes things don't go the way you planned, and we're just gonna have to deal with that, unfortunately. Looks like my table's probably done for now, but yeah, I'd love to figure out exactly what happened here and get it more reliable and get another ballistics dummy. But that took 8 weeks to get, and it cost a lot of money. So you can help see that happen if you like, share, and subscribe. Follow me over on Patreon. I have some free content over there as well as some exclusive paid content. Also follow me on Facebook. That's where I'll announce when I'm dropping new videos and products. And I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
This is my jam.
Classic soft primer strike. Classic soft primer strike. Classic soft primer strike.
This is my jam.